Gentlemen, welcome to the Laptop Lap Dances Week 3 preview. Let's get started. First off, we have another Monday night doubleheader here at 7 o'clock. We've got the Eagles versus the Bucks, and then at 8 we've got the Rams versus the Bengals. So there's a good chance that you have multiple players on Monday night. Just be aware of that. All right, on to our standings. 2 weeks in, we've got one undefeated left. Danny sitting at 4-0. A hot start for Danny. He has gotten some help with who he's played, but hey, you can only beat who you're against, and he's 4-0. Hats off to you, Danny. After that, we've got 2 3-1s, Jesse and Ethan sitting there. Then we have another pair of 3 2-2s, Philip, Nathan, and Justin rounding out that pair. And then finally we have a group of 4 1-3s, Josh, Steven, Britt, and Noah, all fighting to get back up into that playoff range. All right, who needs Fab? With Nick Chubb's injury and his knee being obliterated, we had 166 Fab combined dropped on his replacements this week. Josh, who had Nick Chubb trying to save his season, dropped 98 Fab onto Jerome Ford. Meanwhile, Noah dropped 68 Fab onto former Brown Kareem Hunt, whom they had just signed back that morning. Lots of Fab going out. We'll see if it pays off for these two players. We also had a trade this week, not in our league. That still hasn't happened yet, but we had a trade in the NFL. Cam Akers, Jesse's Cam Akers, is on the move from the Rams to the Vikings. This not only affects Cam Akers, but also Ethan's Alexander Madison. So we'll have to see how this backfield will shake out now that Cam is a Viking, and see if Cam can resurrect his career. All right, let's get on to these matchups. Justin at 2-2 versus Britt, who's 1-3. Tonight is a big night for this matchup. Justin has Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle going up against Britt's Deebo Samuel, so the 49ers offense in full swing here. We've got Derrick Henry versus Amari Cooper going head-to-head in the same game. Who can score more there? Justin might have Jalen Waddle. He might not. He's in concussion protocol. If he does, then we'll have Waddle versus Jerry Jeudy going head-to-head in the same game. On Sunday night, Justin has George Pickens. Meanwhile, Brent has the Steelers defense. On Monday night, for that doubleheader, Brent has A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, and Mike Evans, while Justin has DeAndre Swift. So lots of Eagles in that matchup. I am going to take Justin to win this game. All right, next we've got Nathan, who's at 2-2, taking on Josh, who is 1-3, the premier of the $98 man. Will he pay off this week? We'll see. It's a tough Titans run defense. Josh has Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne. Meanwhile, Nathan has Calvin Ridley. So if those touchdowns go to Ridley, that'll hurt Josh. This is a battle of the B. Robinsons in this game. Nathan having Bijan and Josh having Brian Robinson. Who will outscore who? So far, Brian Robinson's the #1 fantasy running back, so we'll see. Zach Moss versus Zay Flowers going head-to-head here in that Colts-Ravens game. Zach Moss being a new waiver pickup for Josh. We'll see how that pays off. On Sunday night, Nathan has Najee Harris. And then on Monday night, we have a matchup of Chris Godwin versus the Eagles defense. So this matchup will go into Monday. We'll see who comes out on top. I'm going to take Nathan to win this game. Next matchup, Jesse at 3-1 versus Steve-O, who is 1-3. Steven could either have Brandon Ayuk or Matt Breida tonight on Thursday night. Ayuk is a game time decision, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully Steve-O is aware of that and takes him out if he doesn't play, and I'll have to find the guy again. Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson, so two premier quarterbacks going head-to-head here in this matchup. Cowboys defense versus Jets defense. The Cowboys defense did just lose their best corner for the season with the ACL tear. It's brutal, but two of the best fantasy defenses going head-to-head here. Who will come out on top? On Monday night, Jesse has his pair of Raiders and Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams. And then on Monday night, we've got a matchup of Stevens T. Higgins versus Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams. So a big-time matchup here. Steve-O looking to get some wins. I am going to take Steven to win this game. All right, our upset alert of the week. Danny at 4-0 versus Ethan at 3-1. Big game here. Ethan opens up the game tonight with Darren Waller. And then on Sunday, we've got Alexander Madison and Justin Jefferson versus TJ Hawkinson. So that Vikings offense will be a huge factor in this matchup. Michael Pittman versus Rashad Bateman going head-to-head in that Ravens-Colts game. On Monday night, Ethan has his Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith stack, and Danny has Joe Mixon on Monday night. So this matchup will go into Monday. Danny still undefeated. Ethan at 3-1. I am going to take Ethan to give Danny his first loss of the year and upset him here. All right, our matchup of the week. Philip at 2-2 versus Noah at 1-3. This is a championship rematch from last season. I'm sure Noah wants to get one back on me, although Noah has not beaten me in the past at least 4 matchups. That's as far back as I can remember. Noah opens tonight with the 49ers defense. In terms of his quarterback, he'll either have Joe Burrow or Tua, depending on Burrow's calf. Burrow plays Monday night versus if he plays Tua, that does offset my Tyreek Hill a little bit. James Cook versus Tony Pollard, two young up-and-coming running backs going head-to-head here in this matchup. CeeDee Lamb versus Garrett Wilson, 2 great stud wide receivers going head-to-head in this matchup. Chris Olave versus DK Metcalf, just lots of great fantasy names going head-to-head here. On Sunday night, I have Pat Freiermuth, and then I'm done. And then I have to survive Noah's onslaught on Monday night of Jamar Chase, Rachaad White, and possibly Joe Burrow for the stack if he does play. A huge matchup here it'll probably have a lot of implications way down in the season. Two huge fantasy players, a repeat of last year's championship. I am, of course, going to take myself to win this game because I don't pick myself to lose. And that's that. That will be our Week 3 preview, guys. Good luck tonight and this weekend, and let's ride.